Hi, yogis. I'm Cassidy, and today I'll be leading you through a relaxing bedtime flow. This is the perfect way to unwind and de stress from your busy day and prepare for a restful night of sleep. Hop into some comfy clothes, grab a pillow and blanket if you'd like, and make your space nice and cozy. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy today's practice, and let's get started. We're going to begin our practice today in a comfortable, easy seat. I'll be cross-legged, but feel free to just find something that's comfortable for you. You don't need any props for today's practice, but you're welcome to have a pillow or a blanket nearby to use if you'd like. Option to sit on a pillow or a folded up blanket right now, just to get a little more comfortable. Once you arrive in that comfortable spot, just begin to close the eyes. Just starting to come into this space. And start to check in with your posture. So we're lifting through the crown of the head. Shoulders are melting away from the ears. We're grounding into the mat below us. Just starting to calm down the body and the mind. Putting whatever experiences you had throughout your day, just putting those aside for a little bit so you can just be mindful and present in this space. And in our yoga practice today, I really want you to think about being rather than doing. So we're constantly on the go as humans. We live very busy lives. We're constantly running around and doing things, and we have things to check off on our to-do lists. And that's a state of doing. And we're often in that state, constantly doing. So just for this 30 minutes tonight in our yoga practice, see if you can shift away from doing into simply being. And being is really just keeping the mind on the right here and the right now. Allowing yourself to be fully present in this experience, not focusing on the past or the present, not dwelling on anything that happened today or stressing out about anything that needs to happen in the future. Just bring the mind and the body into this space on your yoga mat. And if you find it starting to wander, just gently bring it back. So just allowing a little bit of time and space right now for you to find that mindfulness, that attention to the present moment. Maybe you cultivate mindfulness through checking in with the body and how the body's feeling today. Maybe you notice the sounds and smells around you, the temperature of your environment, the way your clothing feels against your skin, just simply noticing and being mindful. And start to turn that attention towards your breath. Just simply noticing to begin with. Not trying to change the breath quite yet. We'll set the breath up together. But just noticing your inhales and your exhales. And there's a tendency to try to change the breath if we notice that it's a little choppy or uneven. Just let it go right now. Maybe you bring a hand over the belly to really feel the rise and fall with every inhale and every exhale, just adding an extra layer onto that mindful awareness. Then we'll we'll begin to come into a technique called boxed breathing together, or maybe you might call it a counted breath. So bring a hand to the belly if you don't already have one there. Wherever you're at in your breath cycle, just exhale all the air out. Good. Take a big inhale through the nose and we'll count to 1, 2, 3. Hold the breath at the top and exhale back through the nose for 3, 2, 1. Holding at the bottom, we'll find a few more rounds of breath just like that. So take an inhale through the nose, fill up and feel the belly expand for 1, 2, 3. Exhale back through the nose for 3, 2, 1. We'll try one more together. Take an inhale, fill up for 1, 2, 3. Exhale through the nose for 3, 2, 1. Continue this pattern on your own, continuing to find that counted box breath. Maybe you gradually start to lengthen every inhale and every exhale, maybe coming to a count of 4 instead of 3. Just find a rhythm that really feels good in your body, something that you can stick with throughout our practice today, and something you can use as a tool to be mindful. So if you feel the mind start to wander, you can just draw the attention back to the breath, focusing on those rhythmic inhales and exhales. And with every inhale, thinking about not only taking air in, filling the belly and the lungs up, but expanding and lengthening. And with every exhale, just allow yourself to settle in, to let go. And we'll just find stillness for a little bit longer. So just really allowing yourself to create the connection between your mind and the body and the breath. The mind and the body are coming into this space, becoming present in our practice today. And think of the breath as the tool that kind of facilitates that mindfulness, connecting our movements. An option to begin to blink the eyes open, or you're welcome to leave them closed. From here, just sitting up nice and tall, we're going to gently bring the right ear to the right shoulder and back up, and then the left ear to the left shoulder and back to center. Good. Find this on your own pace, just moving right ear to the right shoulder to center, and then left ear to the left shoulder. Just finding a couple more rounds of that, beginning to release some of that tension that a lot of us are holding in the upper body, in the neck, in the back, and that just comes with sitting at a desk, carrying a backpack around. Allow yourself to just return to that neutral seated position. And from here, we're going to bring the chin to meet the chest and back to center, and look up, back to center. Continue this movement on your own, just allowing the head to fall back and forth, lengthening, stretching out the neck, and then return to that neutral seated position. From here, we're going to interlace the fingers and place the hands behind the head, and then gently bring the chin to meet the chest. And those hands are there just to resist gravity a little bit. Find just a little bit more expansion through the back of the neck. With your next inhale, just come back to center. Good. Bring the chin to meet the chest once again. Hands are down at the sides this time. And then start to roll the neck towards the right, taking one big neck roll, coming to the right shoulder and all the way back. Left shoulder and back to center. Chin to chest, we'll find one neck roll towards the left. And really taking your time here, noticing if there's anywhere that you're holding extra tension or discomfort. Just allow yourself a moment to take a deep breath and work through some of those kinks. And you're welcome to just find whatever last intuitive movements you need to just open up the neck a little bit. And we'll meet back together just in our comfortable seated position. So if you're not in cross-legged and you are finding something else that was working for you, now might be a good time to travel to a cross-legged position or maybe just hero's pose sitting on the heels. Either way, we're going to bring the hands onto the knees. Take an inhale and puff the chest up, lifting the head. Exhale, we're going to concave, pressing the chest back. Good. Inhale to puff the chest up. Exhale, rounding the spine. And close your eyes. These are our seated cat-cows. And you're welcome to find intuitive movement here. You can continue with the cat-cows. You're also welcome to find some circles through the ribs. Make some figure eights. Just explore what's feeling good in your body. Allowing the breath to guide you through these motions. Gotta take one more round of breath, maybe one more inhale to puff the chest forward. And one more exhale, perhaps rounding the spine. Just come back to your comfortable seated position. Take an inhale and we'll sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Right hand comes behind you. Head is lifting up towards the sky, coming into our seated twist. Take a big inhale. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach the arms back to center. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, right hand comes to the outside of the left knee. Left hand comes behind you. Lengthening through the crown of the head as you twist, just wringing the body out. Take one big inhale. And exhale, twisting. Inhale, reach the arms back up, come to center. Shoulders are relaxed. Good. Exhale, just release the hands to heart center, gathering them at the center of the chest. Good. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Close your eyes. And our affirmation for today's practice is, I am calm. So maybe you have your own intention that you're bringing onto your mat with you today, or an affirmation even. And you're welcome to set an intention and an affirmation that works for you. But if you don't have something in mind, I am calm. And how do we use this affirmation throughout our practice? Well, we use it in tangent with the breath. So with every inhale, I am. And with every exhale, calm. Good. Inhale, I am. Exhale, calm. And you can repeat that to yourself throughout today's practice. Start to blink the eyes open. We're going to come into our hurdler stretch. So we're going to start by bringing the left leg long out in front of us, and then bringing the right sole of the foot into the left thigh. Good. Take an inhale, reach the arms up, and slightly position yourself toward the left foot. And on your exhale, slowly fold over that left leg. And this would be a great time to bring a pillow or blanket or a combination of both in between the chest and the leg if you're looking to just get a little more comfortable here. With every inhale, lengthen through the fingertips, through the spine. With every exhale, just allow yourself to settle in. Release a little further into this posture. Then with your inhale, slowly walk the hands back up. And we'll switch sides, so bringing the right leg long in front of us and the sole of the left foot into the right thigh. Another option here would be to place a pillow or blanket or some sort of support under that left knee if this stretch is a little intense through the hips. Take an inhale, reach the arms up, slightly tilting the body towards that right leg. Good, and exhale, begin to fold, trying to keep a nice flat back here. Take a big inhale, fill up. Exhale, let go. Inhale, I am. Exhale, calm. And remind yourself to use those mindfulness tools, our affirmation, our focus on the breath. Sometimes these nice, slow, relaxing practices can be deceptively hard because as we slow the body down, the mind seems to ramp up and remind us of all of the distractions and things on our to-do list. So as we find stillness, just try to focus the mind on an affirmation, on the breath, on something that's happening right here and right now. Something you can use to become more present in our practice. Slowly rise back up from your hurdler stretch. Good, and gently bring the legs together. You can shake them out a little bit. So both legs are extended long out in front of you. Flex the feet. Take an inhale, and we're just going to lengthen through the chest, sitting up very tall here. And exhale, begin to walk the hands towards the feet. So transitioning into our seated forward fold. An option to keep a bend through the knees here. Maybe you even bring a pillow under the knees. Good. And keeping the head in line with the spine. Take an inhale. And exhale. Just feeling that nice gentle stretch through the backs of the legs. Take one more big inhale. And exhale. Good. Walk the hands all the way back up the legs. You can shake out the legs or the arms. And from here, we're gently going to make our way into child's pose. So however you want to get there today, we'll bring the big toes to touch. Spread the knees about to the outer edges of your mat, but you can play around with this a little bit. Then just shift the hips back, forehead rests on the mat, and the arms are long in front of us. This is our child's pose, so getting that nice opening through the hips. Really just allowing yourself to relax and release. And if you're enjoying using that pillow and blanket to relax into poses a little bit more, you could place a pillow or blanket right under the chest and the torso and the head, so you have something to kind of rest that whole upper body on. Good, and in this posture, in this stillness, just come back to this space. Inhale, I am. Exhale, calm. Inhale, fill up through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. From here, just gently begin to walk the hands off towards the right side of the mat, stretching out the side body. Take a big inhale. Exhale, walk the hands back to center, and then off towards the left side of the mat. And take a big inhale, feeling that expansion. Good. Exhale, come back to center, child's pose. And just gently allow the forehead to rock side to side, settling in. Good. Take an inhale and exhale. From here, just gently make your way onto your belly. So just shifting forward. You can make a little pillow for the head with your hands. Just finding stillness for a moment here. We're going to be moving into our Sphinx pose to open up the chest. So we're going to plant the forearms on the mat, parallel with one another. Elbows are just slightly in front of our shoulders. Take an inhale and we're going to lift up, peeling the chest forward. Take an inhale. Exhale, let go. We'll find two more just like that. Inhale, peel the chest forward, lifting into your Sphinx pose. Exhale, soften. One more just like that. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale to release. Good. You can bring your hands wherever it feels comfortable for you, and then just lift the feet up, and then allow the feet to fall side to side. Just windshield wipering them, releasing some tension from the low back. Good. Option to continue with the windshield wipers or find stillness. Or if you're looking for a little bit more of a hamstring stretch, I will guide you into that now. So just using the right hand to reach behind you and grab onto the right foot. And maybe you just look for it today, that's totally fine. But if you can find that right foot, maybe gently pulling it in towards the body, just stretching out that hamstring. And gently release, switch sides. Remember, this is optional, so no worries if your hand is not quite finding that foot. But if you're looking for this stretch, you can reach around with the left hand and grab the left foot. Maybe pulling it closer to the body, just feeling that nice stretch. Take an inhale and exhale, let go. Just comfortably lying down on the belly. Finding stillness for one more breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. And gently work your way back into tabletop, onto all fours. Shoulders are right above the wrists. Hips are right above the knees. Good. Take an inhale, drop the belly, and look up, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, press the ground away from you as you look to the belly button for cat. Take an inhale to find cow pose. And exhale for cat. Close your eyes, just allow the breath to guide you through a few more rounds of cat-cow on your own, and you're always welcome to take intuitive movements here. So that might look like hip circles or looking from side to side. Just trying to understand what your body is asking for and what would feel good to you, and allowing the breath to guide you into those movements. And just gently return to stillness in your tabletop. From here, just bring the big toes to touch, spread the knees a little bit wider, and sink back into child's pose one more time. Take an inhale, I am. Exhale, calm. Good. If the mind started to wander, gently bring it back. And from here, we're just going to work our way onto our backs until we're lying down. Once again, you choose how you get here. And when you arrive on your back, just hug the knees into the chest and rock side to side, maybe back and forth. Giving yourself a little back massage here. Good. Then just plant the feet on the mat. Knees are pointed up towards the ceiling. Just gently allow the knees to fall side to side, decompressing the lower back. From here, extend the left leg long in front of you and hug the right knee into the chest. And just explore some movement here. You can make some circles with the knee and the hip. Good. And then switch sides. Right leg comes long in front of you, and the left knee hugs into the chest. Maybe rocking, making some circles, just stretching out the hip. Good. And then just gently bring both knees back into the chest. From here, allow both knees to fall off towards the left side of your mat. Bring the left hand on top of the knees. Right hand comes out to the side, head looks to the right, and the shoulders stay planted on the mat, coming into our supine twist. Take a big inhale. And exhale, settle in. I'll gently gather the knees back in the center, and then allow both knees to fall off towards the right side, finding that supine twist to the other direction. Left hand comes out to the side, head looks to the left, shoulders ground into the yoga mat. And you're welcome to pause the video and spend a little bit more time in these postures if you'd like. Take a big inhale. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, gather the knees back to center. Good, maybe you find some gentle rocks from side to side. And we're gonna move into reclined bound angle. So bring the soles of the feet to touch. Knees are falling off to the side in this butterfly position. And just laying here, feeling that opening through the hips. Take a big inhale. Exhale, settle in. This is another posture where if you want some support from pillows or blankets under the knees, you're welcome to do that. You're also welcome to stay here for the remainder of our practice today. If you'd like to take this posture at Shavasana. Otherwise, I'll be guiding you into a couple more postures today. So gently just guide the knees back to center using the hands and hug the knees into the chest. Good. From here, grab onto the soles of the feet and we'll find happy baby. You can rock around. Just take movement that feels good here. Good. And then from here, you have two options for Shavasana today, or maybe you want to fit both of them in. If you'd like, you can find legs up the wall, which is just going to be scooting all the way up against the nearest wall, and then just extending the legs straight up. Option to place a pillow or blanket underneath the tailbone. You can do this without the wall, but you probably won't want to stay there quite as long. And the other option is just to find traditional Shavasana, corpse pose, just lying down. So take a moment to settle into whatever final resting pose you're choosing to take today. Legs up the wall, corpse pose, maybe finding that reclined bound angle. And in our Shavasana, our final resting pose, just allow yourself to settle in completely. Scan the body, starting at the top of the head, working all the way down to the toes, and just relax every little tiny muscle along the way. Soften the space in between the eyebrows, soften the jaw, release the tongue from the roof of the mouth, and take a moment to acknowledge something that you're grateful for today. Take an inhale, filling up with that gratitude. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, create space and expansion for the new experiences ahead of you. Exhale, relax. Inhale, I am. Exhale, calm. And allow yourself to find stillness for just a little bit longer. And you're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. But if you're ready to move on, begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, just bringing some subtle movement back into the body. And gently roll on to either side, using your arm as a pillow. And say something nice to yourself here. As you're ready, make your way to a comfortable seated position. Relax the shoulders, bring the hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining me for this relaxing bedtime practice, and I hope you feel calm and ready to hop into bed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this practice, and I'll see you back on your mat soon. Namaste.